don't wanna be an American lady.
And this is huge right now, right? In like places like West Virginia, coal country, where a whole industry is dying. And so what is that like as far as our energy futures? My initial thought is, I mean, it happens all the time. Rail used to be the primary form of transportation, and then it wasn't. Horse and buggy used to be amazing until,
I say we get back to it.
But, I could see a world where it's like, hey, coal is now no longer a thing at all. We're closing down every coal mine in America. That's going to hit places like West Virginia really hard. We're going to have to start paying reparations to places like, hey, I don't know what to tell you, West Virginia. Here's $1 billion to help figure out that transition.
The tailwinds of the world, the environment, the economy have just come down really hard on coal, putting a lot of money and subsidies into this area where we're probably not going to be getting, like you're saying, future energy from. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And now I think we're seeing more jobs in the green space that we're seeing in, let's say, the dirty energy economy.
But we don't have the materials for batteries here in the U.S., but all the materials for the batteries are in China. So that's going to cost us an arm and a leg and natural resource cost to actually produce all these batteries.
Isn't it in Africa and China is predominantly mining it?
You're exactly right. I think since when Europeans figured out how to set sail, Africa's been being exploited a little bit, right? So yes.
To this day.
Yeah, to this day. And that is very true. And the rare metals needed for batteries, I think, are typically being mined out of
80%.
Okay.
Yeah.
From China.
And so then the Belts and Roads Initiative really takes hold here because they've been offering economic lifelines to countries we've been, kind of screwing for years and years and years.
Exactly.
Are these cars being built in a way that they're going to be able to be worked on for years and repairable, or not?
Tesla is going to be pretty expensive, I think, to fix over time. They're like the Apple of electric cars, right? Like they want to keep things in-house. Electric cars will actually end up being more reliable because there's less moving parts.
It's like 100-something moving parts versus like a mechanical vehicle is like thousands of moving parts.
Exactly.
What happens to people who are working on vehicles? Yeah, for Pep Boys, how do you transition? I know that's kind of a loaded question.
That gets back to the larger question of all these jobs. How do you transition?
Yeah. We can't 3D print windmills in the middle of nowhere yet. So somebody's got to build those, right? The infrastructure, green infrastructure, will create a lot of jobs. Now, I'm not saying that replaces everything, right? Like working on an electric vehicle, you're probably going to have to be doggone near a rocket scientist. We got to do something in the sense that what do you do when these jobs legitimately are also destroying the planet? And at the end of the day, we got to have a planet to live on for people to, fight over all the different things, right?